Now, South Africa's increasing unemployment has further dampened sentiment among jobless graduates. The latest data from Stats SA shows that the national unemployment rate increased to a new record high at 35.3% in the third quarter, with labour-intensive sectors including manufacturing and construction shedding the most jobs. Business reporter Tumisang Ndlovu spent time with some unemployed graduates and filed this report.
According to the fourth quarter labour force survey from Statistics South Africa, the unemployment rate among graduates stands at 11.8%, which is 23.5% lower than the national unemployment rate of 35.3%. Lungile Nzuza forms part of this group and shares her experience.
I was doing transportation management. It initially was supposed to be 3 years, but then I ended up taking the course for like 4 years because I had to take gaps in between, a year gap. I was struggling to pay for my fees because my mom was paying for my fees initially from her own pocket. So she was struggling. She's a single parent. She was really struggling. So I had to take that gap year, and then until I eventually got a job at the university in my department as a student assistant. That's when I was able to make arrangements. I am struggling to get an internship firstly, and that's job, of course. I am really struggling. I've been applying since my third year. I wish there was a response actually. I am not getting any response at all.
Statistician General Risenga Maluleke has also acknowledged that the latest data continues to paint a picture of how the youth, black Africans and in particular black females remain vulnerable.
Young people don't have the experience. That is the first thing. The second issue is as regards women, and in all aspects of life. Women, when it comes to poverty, they are hit the most. So there's a whole host of issues that come together in this vulnerability.
This narrative is also shared by another black female, unemployed graduate, Lwando Sikaba.
That was heartbreaking because I had been in varsity for like 3 years and now I'm home and my parents are excited, graduation and all that, okay. So what now? So I avoided staying at home. I registered again for a degree in business admin. And I thought, okay, no, this is business. So opportunities are probably like wider. But unfortunately, that's not the case, Government jobs are the worst because you download your Z83, you hand deliver, you email, and you still don't get nothing.
Analyst Adrian Saville says the current situation is likely to worsen as more graduates are failing to be absorbed into the labour market.
The problems take on the proportion of crisis. And this is deeply entrenched. It's broad-based. If you look at the geographic distribution, it's a greater challenge in some provinces versus others, but across all provinces, the number is extremely elevated. It's stubbornly just not moving, and the economy is missing in action. So you've got this double bind of an economy that isn't playing its part. It's not providing solution, and at the same time, the longer people are unemployed, the more likely they are to remain unemployed.
Analysts have continued to say that without serious intervention, there seems to be no end in sight to South Africa's rising unemployment, which is hitting the youth the hardest. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Tumisang Ndlovu in Johannesburg.